just want to welcome you. Welcome, y'all. Our brother speaks. What's going on, y'all? I had a few things in my mind. It's crazy out there, y'all, and we really gotta start thinking of some things, And I'm just like, I was listening to POTUS about the issue at Mount Rushmore, South Dakota, on the 4th of July, a couple of days ago. And they were just talking about the Indians, the Native Americans that were there, and they have treaties there, that's their land there. And they said, yeah, we don't want that going on over here. We got the virus going on, we don't really, want your group stuff going on over here. So we got our treaties, you're supposed to obey our laws, and we don't want that here, so choose another place. Excuse me. And they didn't. They broke the laws. They were going to have it anyway. So the Native Americans came out and protested it and put up roadblocks, and they took them and put them in jail. Today is Monday, July 6th, and they said their leaders, some of them, are still in jail right now, waiting for, the due process and however that works. You have your own place, your own reservation, they call it. You have your own treaties. But yet you're in jail, in the other people's jail, waiting for their due process. And that just made me think, excuse me, it made me think about equality. What is equality? So, equality means the state of being equal. It's one of the ideals of a democratic society. And so the fight to attain different kinds of equality, like racial equality, gender equality, or equality of opportunity between rich and poor, is often associated with progress toward that ideal of everyone being truly equal. Wow, that's beautiful. With progress toward that ideal. Meaning you don't have it yet, but there's progress toward the ideal of everyone truly being equal. Oh, that's awesome. President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863. As the Union approached its third year of bloody civil war, the proclamation declared that all persons held as slaves within the rebellious states are, and henceforth, shall be free. In 1863. But we now have Juneteenth, also known as Freedom Day, Jubilee Day, or Liberation Day, and we even call it Emancipation Day, is a holiday celebrating the emancipation of those who had been enslaved in the United States. Originated in Texas, it is now celebrated annually on the 19th of June throughout the United States with varying official recognition. This was on June 19th, 1865, proclaiming that all slaves in Texas were free. So this started in 1863, but on 1865, we said, okay, you're free in Texas. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 outlaws discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex. The Civil Rights Act of 1964. So we go from 1863, 1865, 1964, and we're still playing this game, people. 1964 from 1863, and we're still playing this game. Equality means the state of being equal. It's one of the ideals of a democratic society, and so the fight to attain different kinds of equality. Let's skip to the back. Associated with progress toward the ideal of everyone being truly equal. How long are we going to play this game, y'all? how long are we going to play this game? My question is, how are you equal? We're talking about equality. How are you equal to the group that gives you freedom? And I want you to ponder on that in your equality. How are you equal to the one that gives you freedom? What happens if you wake up one day, like tomorrow, and that group has changed their mind? What if, for whatever reason, they wake up tomorrow and say, I want my slaves back? Who you gonna call? What organization, what group do you have? What military, what militia, what do you have that can do anything about it if they woke up tomorrow and said, we want our slaves back? You see what I'm saying? Do you see the level of insanity that we're dealing with? The level of insanity. Who you gonna call, man? Who? There was a Libyan leader named Muammar Gaddafi. He said on Tuesday his dreams of United States of America were still alive. And this week's African Union Summit was another step toward that objective. Oh, they killed him. They killed him. On July 1964, Malcolm X attended the second meeting of the Organization of African Unity. Oh, they killed him too. Do you know that the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Such language has created considerable debate regarding the amendment's intended scope. But do you know that it even exists? So I'll leave you with this. How are you equal to the group that gives you freedom? How are you equal to the group that gives you your freedom? Y'all better think about that, man. Y'all better think about